Welcome back, Lords Mobile fans. Thank you for tuning in to part 1 of my latest KvK, and here we are going to have a look at who we are matched against. So in terms of Gryphon trapping, for me it was a brilliant matchup. We were matched with the big LH family, and if you haven't heard of them, I've messed with them quite a lot before. They are prone to this Gryphon trapping business, and I believe DLB here are a part of the family. So LH are a massive, big Chinese family guild. Lots of guilds in alliance with them, so for Gryphon trapping, quite good. Their kingdom was awfully dead, so KvK, it was not a great matchup once again, and IGG seemed to struggle with 1v1s in terms of fair matchups, but nevertheless, I was hoping I could get some fun for me and for everyone, and hopefully we can do that, and DLB were the first ones to find my baby Gryphon. 15 marches coming at me now, and let's secure these points for the first time this KvK, hitting that homeward bind. Here come the troops, getting ready to unshelter that leader, and boom. So now all I've got to do, should have probably switched gear, but I just ran them away, quite confident that 15 armies is not enough to get through my comp, and I am of course correct. The solo trap ports in, and that was a nice start indeed, so not bad at all from the baby Gryphon. And I will whack on an anti, protect myself from some of these big scary fatties, and hopefully we will see how many points that got me. I don't think it was massive, but certainly a juicy little pool to begin with. And I'm posting myself in the guild chat because I'm feeling cute and I want the guys to know who I've capped, just in case they fancy YOLOing any of the targets, but they're a pretty massive guild, so it's not a good idea switching into attack gear there, just in case I do get soloed. So the guild war's on 47 million, an hour and 10 minutes in, and my solo is 36.9 million. Not bad, not bad. Nice and early on in a 1v1, so let's have a look at some of these juicy reports. And these were all T4 marches, so massive losses, only an hour and 10 minutes into KvK for this guild, DLB. And again, I can't really imagine how that feels, starting KvK, getting all your guild, looking around, looking for targets, thinking that you found a bank and hitting the jackpot, but no, it actually ends up to be a trap and you end up losing all of these troops. It just must be a crazy thing and a crazy way to start KvK. But look at this, they are not the only ones. And next up are TQ1 and GRG. And this guy at the top, the J Sir guy, he's actually sending his leader. So I put him in the chat and I'm getting, hopefully, one of our rally leads to set the rally on him as soon as I pull my troops home and capturing him. So I'm not really worried about any other marches right now. I'm just concentrating on this guy and this guy's leader because I want to get the rally. And we need the points in this 1v1, so hopefully I can get this. So I'm going to pull the troops home, and hopefully I can get the cap. Not changing gear, which again is risky. Not even pulling out the leader there, but I get the cap with barely any might drop. So he was obviously sending infantry, just a clean counter for me. I port back in, and he's sending again. And I think he managed to recall there. Yeah, I think he did. So he didn't get it there, but now look at this. A guy beneath me is sending again. And okay, bit of lag, sweet one, IGG, boom, okay, wow, okay, that looked like T4, boom, and back in we go, looking cute as always. And the guy I was targeting to try and get that rally away, he is indeed capped, and Ego has got a rally set on him, so he is in a world of trouble. So I ran him away, I switch into attack gear. They have got my scout, but they're not strong enough to come and give me a go. I get some rains from my guild. So just a quick look at these reports. I do jump to the rally very quickly, so get ready to see that rally carpeting in, and he does make it easy for us, as you will see. So it's ready, our Ego, our main man, and as it is launching towards him, he randoms away a bit too confident, didn't even check what we were sending, I don't think, just absolutely panicked, wanted to get away. 7.2 million red, 17 million survived, a massive hit from SizeMatters. Juicy cav hit from Ego, absolutely awesome. And I certainly don't think he was expecting such a massive hit from this man. What a beast Ego is, and he randomed away for no reason. It was a panic, perhaps maybe trying to make the nightmare end, but the nightmare ends when we let it end, and it is not over yet with the second Ego rally coming towards him. We had him tracked on an ult, so we managed to get that started on him, no problem, and he is in a world of trouble. He randoms away again, which probably wasn't such a good idea, Let's have a look how this one went for him. Boom, 6.4 million reds, 11.2 million survived. He started with over 24 million troops. He's now down to over half that. That is incredible. 6.4 million T2 reds, and on to the next. Rest in peace, that guy. And here we have TQ1 once again, and it's a real treat because, as you know, we've seen these earlier on in the video, so it's really nice when the same guild come over twice to give me some points. And once again, I'm looking for a leader from this guy. I'm not worried about any other armies, and there it is, that juicy leader. Gimme that leader now, and hopefully we will get a sexy rally from the sexy ChaCha, as I have been pinned apparently. Using the pins to their full potential, I see, and the troops come rushing home. Hit that homeward bind, trying to teleport before they're even home. So keen. Luckily it didn't let me, and boom, I get the cap. No leader on shelter, and no gear change once again. And a very selfless act here, thinking of the guild when I'm trying to get this target. So all the other armies were walking home when I pulled. I actually only had one army coming towards me, and it just so happened to be this army right here, the one with the leader. So 408 mil is his might at the moment. He's only got 35 million kills. So here's the army, 9 million might drop. It was T4. And as you can see, it was range, so he could easily just replace those losses, and at this point rallying this guy is really risky, but he hasn't moved to the Wando, which is a good sign of inexperience. And here comes the rally carpeting towards him, and hopefully we're going to see him burn. This rally being led by my gorgeous little Pew Pew, so it should be a nice and juicy hit, and boom, we see the burn, and we drop him down to 369 million might. That is absolutely crazy. His guild come in way too late. 4.3 million reds with 7 million survived. Wow, that is a big ouchie. 3.6 million T2 losses. Absolute massive hit from my babe Pew. And it's so good to see that paying off and waiting to capture that leader, and just that leader alone, just that one march is the only reason I pulled home those troops, and look at that, it was worth it. So next up we've got Ego on the scene to rally the same helpless victim, and he is in a world of trouble. I go over to help with the one trooping, hoping that it might help with a bit of a juicy result, but with Ego on the scene, it is not looking good for this guy. We are surely going to see another big might drop. 369 million might as the rally comes speeding in towards this helpless soul, and boom, the fire burns once again as we come walking back in victory. And let's have a look just how much this guy suffered. Ouch, 106 million might drop, 6.2 million reds, and this all came from one little Gryphon pool, and it sure did lead to a whole lot of chaos. So here he is, 408 million, that was after the Gryphon pool, but before the rallies, and after the rallies we left him on 218 million might. So a big rest in peace to that man, and good luck. And up next, as you can see, there is a coolie guy with a coolie emperor title, but I've got a title of my own thanks to the new pins. I am the bringer of rain, and home come my troops. I am going to cap this guy, and this is just a tasty little pool, a lot of T4, and it is fun to cap a guy with you know, a cool emperor title. And actually I got the leader of the guild to run a rally on him here. We decided that we were going to YOLO this guy. He is capped. He's probably going to have a badass comp because of, you know, the guild and etc. But we're going to try it, and let's see what we can do here. And he was way over 500 million might before he bumped into my adorable little Gryphon trap, and he is now under 500 million might. So we're having a look at the losses here. He did take a lot of reds, so we are hoping that with that in mind, Flinty has set the rally, and we have high hopes that we will be able to burn this guy. And this is interesting, as you can see, he was putting out camps, and it was really strange to see such a big guy hiding on camps. Assumably that's what he was doing. And here comes the Flinty rally, so we're going to carpet this in, and this is looking good now. He's having a weird response. 500 mil, it looks as if he's boosted or at least healed. And boom, so eating those there, and wow, look at that, down to 462 million might. Despite the cool Emperor title, it doesn't do a lot when you haven't got the troops to cap a rally. And let's have a look. He only had 1.8 million troops after I took a million off him. 6.7k survived, and that is embarrassing. So very beautifully run by my man Flinty, and we are now going to see if we can get this guy in one of our prisons. So I'm going to release him, and he is going to come waddling home, the walk of shame. And you may also notice he dropped DLB and joined LH2, which is obviously in his alliance, in the big LH alliance family guild, and Labia does end up getting the leader. So awesome from Labia, great job, and I'm sure he will be keeping that leader nice and warm for the next couple of days. Thank you very much, and on to the next. As you can see, LH again. And at this point, for a 1v1, I am looking very good score-wise. I'm very happy for how this is going. So I'm looking to secure these points just in case they get warned by any of the people I've already trapped in their alliance. And I'm pulling home, I'm swapping the gear, pulling the leader out also for this one because they are quite big players, and I'm randoming away. Did manage to cap maybe one or two of them there, nice. Both with the same similar name, both over 1 billion. So it's cool to get some absolute massive players. And there is the guild might after I trap them. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. That'll be a treat for you. But for now, feast your eyes on these lovely reports. And collectively, this KvK was a very bad KvK for LH, I think they would admit. Despite the fact they did get some rallies in, they did have a good time in places. But this will not be the last time we see of these. So it's just crazy how much the same alliance falls for the exact same trap over and over again. And 100 million of my big Gryphon kills have definitely come from the LH alliance also. So just getting through the last of these reports, there was about 15 of them. So here's their guild might before, so 95.66, and afterwards I dropped them down to 95.56. So right after I took a screenshot and right before, and you will see that I dropped them down. So there's a guild score 333, and there's a solo score 137 mil. So not bad at all given it's a 1v1. And that just about wraps it up for part 1, but I'm leaving you on 137 million guild score, and we will be coming back with lots more to show you. So stay safe and don't get Gryphon trapped.